Been a while between videos, but welcome back to MALpractice. Done a lot since. Do you feel at times that you've got a mountain to climb? Whether you're coming back from injury, just a long break and you're completely unfit, or whatever the case may be. Getting back to where you were, getting back to where you'd like to be in the bike can just seem a bit daunting, like a complete mountain. That's where I'm at. It's going to be challenging. Let's go. Snapping bad habits is hard. Despite 2023 being a good year for the channel, I doubled subscribers, views, and watch time. Despite this, I started 2024 in a bit of an MTB hole.
Well, how did I get here?
Well, it wasn't just one thing, and it wasn't all bad. Though an injury mid-December knocked me off the bike for weeks. Yep, that was a cracked rib. And this is a bike with no shock. A terminal issue prematurely ended Shrek's life. So, new bike day arrived many months ahead of schedule. This is now my 2021 Norco Sight C2 with brand new 36s, upgraded deluxe coil shock. I'm loving this bike.
Yeah. Forgot that one.
But with a broken rib and an overdue overseas family holiday locked in, this bike just sat quietly in the garage for weeks until this week in late January. It was time to snap back to it. Holidays are over, my rib is repaired, but confidence and fitness is lower than a homeboy's jeans. I started at my local, just rolling around, getting used to the bike, but there was no mojo, no smile, no speed. I gotta snap myself out of this. So, I scheduled 5 rides in 5 days across 7 different venues, 2 of them brand new to me. From the outset, this felt more ambitious than sensible. Day 1 was back at my local to tackle the few blacks on offer and force the issue of getting used to the bike and just finding some mojo. And snap, it started to come back to me. Look, the other thing I've got lately has been these Oakley Prism glasses. They've been really good. I've had others before. They scratch, they often fog up. These haven't done any of that. Tell the boys at Phoenix Cycles Oakley that you're sick of MALpractice and they'll look after you. Day 2 was Mill Creek with mates. I overheated, but I had a ball. My lesson on this day is that a full face and elbow pads is just too much covering for your body to cool down effectively, and it contributed greatly to me just overheating on the day. Lesson learnt. Snap. The Norco feels solid, plush, and up to the task. I'm loving it. Ain't nothing at Mill Creek that the Norco just doesn't soak up. I'm dubbing this bike the Pumpkin. It's purple and orange, Halloween colours, and together we're gonna do some scary shit. These 5 days are about working up to that stuff. Day 3 was a shuttle day, which I think is a reasonable response to any lack of fitness. This is Lost and Found, a fantastic gravity ripping down Mount Kembla. A great trail to develop some confidence in any new steed. The trees are close, the gradient is high. Penalty for failure is it's pretty big here. Right, cuz?
If it sounds like my voice cracked a little bit, then that is just an excellent blind job. And into the chutes. Alright, Austi, trail 1.
We moved on to a few sample laps at Austi where I learnt the Norco lands like a squash ball. It sticks to trails like a cane toe to a golf club and climbs better than I ever imagined.
Nice!
Just as well, because day 4 was about trying to keep up with Dave of DMMTB around Possums. Snapping! Back into top gear. Possums I found a bit intimidating at first. The excuses of fatigue and not quite being used to the pumpkin yet played in my head and prevented me from giving a couple of features a real red hot go. But with Dave there for motivation and guidance, it turned out to be a cracking day. The Possums video is coming up. Subscribe. The video is turning out pretty good.
It took a while. Like everything worthwhile.
Check it out when I get it out there. Look, Possums was a valid test because the next day, the final day of this series of riding is Bare Creek, another venue I've never been at because it just intimidates the hell out of me. It's a long way from home and man, like vertical takeoff ramps, just I don't comprehend how these work. I just don't comprehend sending myself skywards.
I think I clunked it.
It's not me. I'm a grounded fella.
I'm quite sure I clunked it. We'll do it again.
Bare Creek is not a place for grounded folk.
Oh, easy. I check braked coming in.
I gave the mild line just one go, but it only snapped the confidence I did have.
Anyway, hello viewers. Noel here, MALMTB. Been watching. I don't say MALMTB.
You can. I think you just did. With some of Noel's confidence,
Alright.
I didn't give up immediately, and true to DMMTB's advice, the medium line is actually easier than the mild. Don't know what's going on there, but that's what I found. As for the zapper, I was certainly curious, but kind of relieved it was closed.
Really, but fuck that.
It's not nothing.
I'll just get-
Well, it's closed anyway, so... Oh, otherwise, for sure, bro.
You know, if I can't clear fucking these things, I'm not going to fucking follow.
It's important to ride with the right people, I believe, viewers.
There's more to Bare Creek than just the main jump lines. Thankfully, because even then we didn't stay real long. In fact, to make the trip over to Northside worthwhile, we headed over to Hornsby, a place we haven't visited in years.
Nice. Yeah, it felt good. Alright, pumpkin or not, Bare Creek was just a little bit too scary to be fair for this old guy that doesn't like to jump. We've moved over to Hornsby, Old Man's Valley, and changed a bit since I was last here. Just going to do a few friendly laps to round off the day, to round off 5 days.
So after 5 days, how do I feel? Well, my confidence is growing, both in myself and in the bike. Fatigue is palpable, but fitness is at least in sight, even if it is, with the aid of binoculars. But
Cool, that felt shaky.
I can feel that I'm on my way back. And as for what felt like a ambitious goal of riding 5 solid days, well,
But maybe the mountain all
Hope you didn't follow my line.
looks more like a molehill from the other side. Well,
And so, if you're not riding regularly at the moment, just get out there, find some mates to ride with, hit me up on Insta if you don't have any mates. I can relate to that. As you can hear, this is about as deep as my fitness goes before I... So thank you for sharing this 5-day journey with me. Remember, ride in a way that enables you to ride again tomorrow, and in a way that keeps you young, because it is all about dying young. Just late.
All over my feet up.